In this video, I'm going to be showing you how this simple Facebook ad has been generating me new marketing agency clients, and so far I've returned a 15x ROI. And it didn't start off like that. As you can imagine, I had a little bit of trial and error, but it's so easy to test any ideas you have for a marketing agency and get conclusive results within a couple $100s of ad spend. If you are sick of cold calling, cold DMing, cold emailing, cold everything to get new clients for your ad agency or whatever marketing agency that you run, this is going to be a game changer for you. Anytime I need new clients, I turn the campaign back on, then I turn it off if I need to reassess how we're doing everything. But I'm at the point now where I should just be cranking it and making some hires and everything so I can just scale this baby to the moon with a very simple ad strategy. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and whether you already own an ad agency, I keep saying ad agency, sorry, a marketing agency, or you're looking to start one, this is going to be a great strategy for you to do. So to start off, let's look at two tests that I did before I found a winner. This is the beauty of this strategy, and I will say I learned this from Jeff Miller Marketing. So shout out Jeff. I went through his course, I mean multiple of his courses to do this. So this is not my original strategy, but I figured I should share my results that I've been able to get through this. And here is my first test, and basically all you need to do is pick what niche you're going after and what service you're going to do for them. And once you find out that money combination and then you figure out what the best price is, then you are off to the races, because the ad is just being price forward. This is not a join my VSL webinar. This is not join my 1 hour webinar. This is not get my free guide on how to do this. This is not buy my $7 mini course, and then by the end of it, I will hopefully sell you on my agency services. This is not taking any roundabout approach to marketing. This is just putting your offer out in front of your target customers, and that's it. Now, part of this working is that you do give them a good deal, all right? And I do feel like this is where the online marketing world is heading, is rather than this charge what you're worth philosophy, charge as much as you possibly can, is what that basically means, is just give a deal that converts customers the same day they hear about you. And that's the beauty of this, because the ending campaign I'm going to show you, I'm averaging about $7 per lead, and about 70% of those turn into a phone call, and then about 50 to 70% of those are turning into a paid client. And it's because they are booking the call already knowing what the cost is. This isn't you getting on the phone with someone who's like, all right, what's the damage? How much does this cost? And then you saying a super high number that even if it's worth it, you still have to talk them into it. Maybe you've got to follow up with them for weeks before they actually buy. And then you just have slightly more irritated customers just because, or your turnover is a little bit higher because you're charging higher, right? So there's a time and a place to do so, but I do believe, especially if you are just looking to get started and get your first clients, that charging lower price on the lower pricing end and then raising your price over time is completely fine, okay? So this is one where I was trying to get current e-commerce brands, or in this case Amazon sellers, to let me run their Amazon PPC ads for $197 per month for 3 products, or it was like for 1 product and $50 more a month for each additional product that they needed was my offer. And this one, it says Amazon sellers, but then this one I'll show you says e-commerce stores. So what I was saying before of you need to pick a niche, a service that you're going to do for them, and the price. So in this one, I just barely altered the niche, right? I was like, okay, how about e-commerce store owners? And I had a list of people who own a Shopify store doing over $10,000 a month using a list generator. And this is the best way to do this, all right? As far as your targeting, you're not going to want to put in interested in Shopify, interested in e-commerce. You can totally do so if you don't want to buy a list, but you're going to want to find someone who is a list scraper online and can find you. Like this guy said, I found everyone who owns a Shopify store doing over $10,000 a month. So that was my prime candidate to run ads to. And this was e-commerce store owners, so anyone who just owns an e-commerce brand at all. And then the other one is where I put the targeting said Amazon sellers. So I was like, okay, I feel like they're probably already on Amazon, but they just need me to run their ads, or these people need me to, we'll get your products selling on Amazon in 48 hours or less, full PPC management and ongoing optimizations for $197 a month. I did take some pretty quality calls, but some of them I could really see were like they did not belong on Amazon. And also, Amazon is very hard to make businesses their money back, because the name of the game now is spending a ton of money on advertising, and then you get your products eventually organically ranked. So I threw out this idea because I realized I would be telling them, hey, I'm gonna need to run your ads for a couple of months unprofitably before you start ranking organically, and then we can get you some profitable sales. And even then, it's not guaranteed, because some of the niches are just way too saturated at this point that there would not be any kind of end game for them that would be profitable. So that's why I said this is actually not a good idea. And it's mostly because running Amazon ads is only a good idea for a very small percentage of them. So that right there means, hey, if you're not really solving a problem, then it's probably not a good idea. So I moved on to this test. And the beauty of this is all you need to do is make a Facebook page, and you can do an Instagram page too, but you can run ads on Instagram with only a Facebook page. And that is totally fine, all right? Especially when you're just being price forward. People aren't typically like, let me go check out their content. They're not really worried too much, and they're not worried too much about you having a lot of testimonials, especially if you do the free trial version, all right? So there's basically 3 ways to run this ad campaign. You offer to run their ads or whatever service you're trying to do for free for a limited time in exchange for a testimonial. 2, you do a low price offer just to see, hey, if I can't get people at a low price, then I can't get them at a high price. And then 3 would be the higher price. And usually you're going to want to go in that order. So with the plastic surgeons, all right, I got a list online of people who have listed their job title as a plastic surgeon or a cosmetic surgeon on LinkedIn. And I said, let me run your Google ads for free for a week is what these ads said. And I got 5 leads. However, all 5 of them were people like looking for plastic surgery. So I didn't buy a list at first. I was just running to people interested in like cosmetic surgery or something like that. And then it kept getting me people who were like, yeah, I want to get a surgery done. I'm like, no, the ad says, let me run your Google ads. So I don't know why you thought this was for me to do a surgery on you. But yeah, none of the leads were good. And then I got the list online. I was like, okay, let me just run to people who are definitely plastic surgeons. And they still did not respond to it. As I dug into this niche a little bit more, I realized that basically every plastic surgeon starts running Google ads week 1. So in this situation, you know, plastic surgeons, there's probably a lot of services that you can do for them. And obviously they have tons of money. So they're a prime client. But if you offer a prime client something that they already have or don't need, it's not going to work, right? So you've got to get this all to fit. And in this case, I said, let me try to do it for you for free. None of them took me up on it. And for that reason, I said, okay, I don't think this is at least the service. However, next week, I am going to try a different service to plastic surgeons. But you can see I made a Facebook page called Plastic Surgeon Solutions. You want to just be very clear with your marketing agency. Like everyone probably knows the marketing agency King Kong by Sabri Subi. It's not really a good idea anymore to just call it whatever you want, especially because he had a huge personal brand that he could just call it whatever he wanted. You're going to want to call your agency just exactly what it does, right? The other one was AMZ Launch Pros. And the reason why is because the first thing they see in any ad is the name of the company. So don't put yourself at a loss that you're just like confusing name and then you got to clarify what you are. Like clarity right away that they know exactly what you do. And then I just basically said, hey, I'll run your Google ads for free for a week. And after I spent about $300 and didn't get any real takers, I said, all right, this is not a service that is needed by this client. So I'm going back to the drawing board next week and I'm going to be offering them a different service and see if they take me up on that. Now, the one that I did end up going with, and I've got quite a few paying clients already, and this is a marketing agency that I did have the idea at the end of last year, and I started, getting to know the market and how to actually run ads for them, because you want to get some experience. Like, you want to look up the YouTube videos and learn from all the pros out there for how to do it. Like, this is for wedding photographers. So I watched a ton of YouTube videos on how to run ads for wedding photographers so I could really figure out how it's even done. And then I said, okay, I feel like this is a good idea. Like, I can running profitable ads for them is possible. Okay, you want to at least figure out if your services is possible. So some of you out there already own an agency, and all you need to do is just put on your ad the name of your audience, exactly what you're going to do for them. So if you're going to get them 3 to 5 leads per week, tell them that, right? I'm going to get you 3 to 5 leads per week using blank, using Facebook ads, using TikTok ads, 4x per month. That's all your ad is going to say. So for them, I did do a free trial to start. I said, hey, let me run your Facebook ads for free for 1 week in exchange for a testimonial. And that was this right here. I got 8 leads. I converted 4 of them into trials. Okay. So I did 4 of those trials. And then I also got referrals from them too, and then got an extra trial from that. So basically, you're going to want to run like 5 to 10 trials if you really don't know what you're doing yet. And it was interesting because like one of them was a videographer, another one was like a low price photographer, another one was a high priced photographer, and another one wanted like boudoir clients, right? So they all wanted different stuff, right? So this is like doing the trial is also necessary for you, not just so you can get clients easy, but so you can figure it out and then you can get testimonials. So at the end of the trial, I tried to upgrade their services, and some of them did it. And for all of them though, I got a video testimonial that lives on my website. So that's like what you tell them, like, hey, this trial, I just need an honest review of my services at the end. And that is really what you're doing it for. And then what I did is I started doing, hey, I'll run your Facebook ads for $397 a month or Google ads for $197 a month. Obviously, those are very low prices considering what a lot of people out there do. But that's also why my Google ads cost per lead is $6. All right. And this is the one that I've already 15x'd my ad spend. And I still have a call tomorrow night and then another call on Friday that I may as well turn into $200 per month as well. But it's not that hard to get a 15x ROI when you've already spent $66 to acquire freaking, what is it, 12 leads, 11 leads? So 11 leads, I probably have talked to like 7 of them. And basically I'll show you what the best converting ad looks like would be this one. And it's just what I talked about before. It does an audience call out at the top. So it says wedding photographers. And then it says, I will get you 2 to 4 leads per week using Google ads for $197 a month. And I got like the $497 crossed off. Wedding photographers will run Google ads to get you 2 to 4 leads per week for $197 per month. This is just a no-brainer. All right, they're like 2 to 4 leads per week. Okay, awesome. I sell like a $2,000 to $8,000 service, and they're going to do this for $197 a month. So you're just making it apparent like this is going to be a phenomenal investment for you, and to the point where they're just like, I have to do this. Okay, and then you have a few testimonials that live on your website from the trials, or maybe you already have an agency and you have those testimonials. Just have those live on your Facebook and Instagram pages as well as your website. And then nothing else needs to happen, okay? Like the secret to marketing moving forward is just be the best at what you do, okay? So I am just focused on running Google ads for wedding photographers better than any company out there, as well as Facebook ads better than any other company out there. But this one, the reason why I'm doing like low ticket as well is I kind of realize that they're not the richest clients, because even though they sell an expensive service, there's so many of them, it's so competitive, it's really hard for them to really break that 30 to 50K a year. So that is why it is difficult to really charge higher ticket. So honestly, this niche is okay, is what I found. Like there's a lot of great things about them, but they don't have that much money. So I'm kind of really having to go low ball with my services. But you could do this exact same thing and probably no more work for certain businesses and charge like $750 a month. And all you're doing is running this very simple ad where you just say, audience call out, I'll do this for you to give you this result, and it's this much per month. And you're going to want to pick a price that is based on, this is the price that right when I get them on a phone call, they sign up immediately. Because if I did this for $750, even though it could be worth it to a lot of them, it has so much back and forth. There's way more likely to be some turnover because they're like, hey, I just can't afford this. So, like, I'm not getting the leads I need. Or even when they do book a wedding, they usually just get a deposit and then they get paid at the time of the wedding, which might be a year from now. So that's also why they're not the best niche, I've realized. And that's why I'm pivoting back to plastic surgeons next week to see if I can get that going. But either way, I have 6 paying clients right now for wedding photographers, and I just started this agency, and I got these ads out immediately. So any idea I have, if I have a new niche, if I say, you know what, TikTok ads, I want to try to do that for them. Anything I want to do, I just got to put together this very simple ad, run $100 to $200, and if it doesn't work by then, it doesn't work. And you don't have to do all these cold DMs, all these cold emails, all these podcast appearances, creating a free guide, anything. If you can't just tell businesses the offer you do and what you're going to do for them, then that needs to be repaired before anything can possibly work. So I highly recommend this model. Again, this is something I learned from Jeff Miller Marketing. He does have an ongoing coaching program, and he also has a $27 mini course. I'm going to link the $27 mini course that I started off with just to see if I liked it below. So you can watch his 2-hour course that shows you how this works. Otherwise, the other thing you could do if you really want hands-on help, you can book a free call with me to start and then tell me what some of your ideas are, and I'll take a look into this. And then if you would like to join my weekly coaching program where we hop on a one-on-one call and I look into your business and help you write these ads, do everything for you, and hopefully save you a lot of trial and error so you're not picking the wrong niches and everything, like right from the get-go. Because once you get the insight as to like what is needed to make this work, it's a lot easier obviously to prevent that failure. So if you like that, just book the free call with me to start. That's all you need to worry about now, and I'll help you out on that call as much as I can. And if you could use my further help, then obviously I'll let you know what that would look like. That's all I got for you. Like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys. See you next time.